for them to cast out devils, to lay hands on the sick, tread on scorpions, and so forth. And he said, lo, I am with you always, even unto the end of the world. So the establishment of that authority coming through the keys would continue until the fullness of the kingdom in earth as it is in heaven.
Well, the signs are principal things of the kingdom. When we see signs following the believer, then we know that it's actually a believer. But we're talking about the 36th verse. Everything that Jesus did in his natural flesh while he was here,
Yes.
he did it as symbols of the kingdom, the church, the death, burial, and the resurrection.
Yes.
Understand the Word of God. There are certain keys you have to look for in the Word. And they are pointing to Christ, God, the Father. They are the kingdom, the church, and salvation. These are great keys that leads us into truth. The 36th verse said, then Jesus sent the multitude away. The multitude represented the world here.
That's right.
Because, as we was speaking earlier, because that they received of the loaves and the fishes and were filled.
Absolutely.
They didn't see the miracle in it,
Good, yes.
but they just seen the natural part of it. And he said, so the multitude represented the world, and he went into the house which represented the church,
Yes, it did.
in spiritually speaking. And the house was just a building. The church is a body
That's right.
of believers. But we go to a sanctuary to praise and worship God in.
Yes, yes.
And we learned this from the Old Testament when the tabernacle had been built. And so the disciples represented those that were in authority.
In another portion of the gospel, when he had given this parable and many others, they heard the word, but yet the understanding in revelation knowledge was not so clear. And he said when he was alone with the 12, he expounded the word more clearly and opened their understanding.
Yes.
So here these disciples were with
Glory to
him
God.
when he was teaching about the tares and the wheat. But now he said, they say unto him, declare unto us the meaning of this parable. This, I think, sis, is the way that people have, that they have the privilege of coming into a more revelation knowledge is the desire. And as you just said, the multitude were happy with being filled with the loaves and the fishes. And this was a strong point that Jesus taught when he was teaching doctrine. He said, except you eat of my flesh and drink of my blood, you have no life in you. So the life is in the word as well.